May we start?
What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to another Tasty Tuesdays Talk. I'm Zebra, and today I got another lovely guest, Miss Love Bailey.
Hi.
Hi.
It's showtime.
Showtime, baby.
Yeah.
How we doing?
Moist.
Very moist.
Yeah. Hydration.
Well, I mean, it is a cloudy day right now.
It is. It was raining earlier.
Where?
On the Savage Ranch.
Oh, Savage Ranch.
There's no place like home.
Is that where you came from?
Temecula, California. Yeah.
Temecula.
Well, it's actually Temecula, but you know, I colonized it as such.
The whole town?
The whole town is now trans friendly.
Trans friendly.
They don't know it yet, but
They may know it.
we're working on it real hard.
So how are we doing?
Horny.
Horny? Yes, this horny talk has been long in the waiting.
Yes, it has.
You've been cock teasing. Cock teasing for a very long
For a
time.
very long time. You're going to get the full fantasy tonight.
We're going to get a full fantasy.
Yes, absolutely.
Can you give us a preview?
Here we
Oh, flexible.
You know, I've been driving a car for 2 hours, so I have to stretch my pussy out sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
It's very serious business.
Mm.
Yeah.
So it's very tight.
It's very tight.
That is what we all want to hear.
Yes.
Definitely.
We love a tight hole.
Yeah. Guess it depends who you are.
I guess.
Yeah.
What are we talking about again?
Tight holes.
Oh, we're here to talk about music. That's right.
We're here to talk about Love Bailey and
Yes.
what Love Bailey is up to.
We'll start from the top. I started as
Top
a
or the
dancer. Well, I'll be the top, you be the bottom.
Just for today.
Just for today.
Okay.
So I started as a dancer. I danced ballet, jazz, tap. I danced with Fiona Apple, Britney Spears, did that whole thing. And at some point I was like, I need to explore my identity. I love fashion. Let me just like slather up some fashion. And then I became a stylist. I dressed the looks of Naomi Campbell, Lady Gaga, Azalea Banks' 1991 album cover. I did that. Nicki Minaj, Rihanna. I did a whole slew of fantasy tastemakers and icons. And at some point I was like, I am kind of living vicariously through these people that really at the core don't give a shit about me. And as much as I love them and I love to dress them up and it's fun, it's the fantasy, but a lot of these people, for whatever reason, aren't loyal. It's an industry. Everyone's out for themselves. It's the hustling industry. And like my art is like so close to my heart, you know? It's like my inner child. Everyone has it, whether they claim they are an artist or not. Everyone has a connection to that source. And I wanted to like go deeper. So I started my journey to my transformation and became the fierce scarlet woman that I am today. I'm a proud trans woman. And from then I explored music. I explored all the other facets of my creativity. And I birthed this place called the Savage Ranch. And it's an artist sanctuary, an animal rescue. We have horses, pigs, chickens, lesbians. And I house wild artists that want to come out and create and, you know, explore their gender, their identity free from discrimination, racism, homophobia, transphobia, all the injustices of the world. They can come here and create and just be.
Yeah, let's talk about Savage Ranch and I guess the development to what it is now. Is it pretty much done? Like all the construction and everything? Or is it always going to have construction? Always going to expand? How many acres is that?
I feel like there's like 50 plus acres.
Yeah, I mean, I watched your couple videos of the drone.
The drone footage.
I was kind of confused because your mom lives in a different part, right? So I was kind of confused. I saw the drone. It was going over your place.
Yeah, the circus town.
Yeah, and then I saw like the big dome was most recently finished a year or so ago, and then it turned around, and then there were like
went to Mama's house.
Was that the Mama's house? And is that where
horses and the
where the
pool,
the cabanas and the artists living?
The artists live by the dome. So when you saw those,
dome.
That's where the dome is.
Okay, and that's where like the lockers.
Yeah,
And
the
okay.
horny lockers and everything.
Okay, yeah, I saw that. That's a great video.
Yeah.
I mean, like all your videos, they always
Thank
have the
you.
funny flair to it, but that
Thank
was
you.
hilarious. The lock. That's your like kind of your advertisements,
Yeah,
right? That's
they're like ads.
Yeah, is it still on Peerspace?
Peerspace. You could book us on Peerspace.
It should be Peerspace.
I know, horny.
Yeah.
Peerspace, Airbnb. You can book us. Yeah, you can come have a fun time.
Yeah, those are great ads.
We get a lot of swingers, like horny
really?
couples.
So do you get a lot of people do Airbnb through that?
Yeah, they see the space and they're drawn to it, and then I find out they're like swinging couples that are poly, and they like definitely let you know what they're like into, and they're like moaning at the top of their lungs, hoping I hear it. You know, I'm just laughing.
Yeah.
So far, it hasn't been a situation I've wanted to enjoy, but I think it's funny. I love it. I honestly love it.
And then so it is an artist residency.
Yeah.
So tell me about some of the artists that are staying with you right now.
Yeah. Well, Ryan, who's right here, who did my hair today. Ryan is a gorgeous artist from Toronto. And we met on the set of one of my jazz burlesque nights called Jazz Hot. And he was doing hair for Ivy Levon, who's an incredible singer. And she's performed with Sting. She's iconic. And he did the hair on the show. And he came out and stayed for a couple weeks. And we just been into shenanigans. He made this fun hair boot that lives in the house now. And yeah, it's just a blessing because it's a blank canvas for people to put into it what they see and what they want from it. And the hope is that people leave stuff behind for it to grow. So yeah, it's been a blessing.
How does the artist residency work?
It's sort of like you just have to DM me and be persistent and explain what you want, explain what your purpose is, what your medium is, what you want to leave behind, what dates you want to come out. It's not really formal yet. I don't have a manager that sets it up. So everything's just kind of word of mouth.
You could go that route.
Yeah. One day, hopefully, I can afford to pay someone. But until then, it's just kind of mom and pop's grassroots ground up.
I was wondering is that sometimes it works the other way where you just give them a free place to stay and they just have to create art too. Yeah. I've heard of that as well.
Well, that's the same thing. You know, I do give people like Ryan stayed there for free and, you know, he they take care of their own groceries and all that kind of stuff. And we are off the grid with water. So until that well is pumping, people just have to make sure that they don't take as much resources as they.
So do you have a well there?
We just dug a well and we've hit water. Oh, wow. Thank God.
Good. Yeah.
It's a costly endeavor.
Yeah, is it, how much is that now?
It's $50,000.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Cause my dad was telling me because they always move on property and they always had to drill. And this was probably like 10 years ago. It was $30,000. So
the risk is that if you don't hit water, you have to pay another.
You still have to pay.
You still have to pay and you have to pay another. So luckily we hit water and it produces 6 gallons a minute, which is really a producing well.
That's a good
moisture.
Pressure, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. 6 gallons a minute.
A release. It's a good release.
That's a lot. Huge load.
Oh, I love big loads.
Big loads.
Yeah.
Bigger the better.
Juicy.
Or does it matter?
It does. I don't judge, but why not?
Yeah. I mean,
slather it up.
Slather it up. If it works.
It's a good facial.
Yeah.
Good for the skin and the tits.
Tasty Tuesdays!
Thanking you for your time this time. Until next time, we'll see you again next week, same time, same channel.